Hey, what's up guys? My name is Daniel Lopez with FSU Finance, and today we are going to be talking about how I use my credit card to live off of. First off, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please consult with your professionals. This is for entertainment purposes only. That being said, the first thing that you guys are going to need is to have good credit. You're going to need to have good credit because that way you can get the best interest rate and the credit card company will lend you a lot of money. The second thing is you're going to need to have a stock account. This is like preparing. You have to be prepared for this method. And the way you prepare is by learning the basics and the foundations of money, the principles, everything that I talk about in all my videos has built up to this. You have to have invested your money. You have to have money inside a stock account. The third thing you're going to need is a credit card. However, you are going to want to get an 18-month zero interest credit card. Those are the credit cards that I use. I don't care about points. I don't care about traveling, rewards, and all that stuff. What I care about is how long the credit card company is going to lend me this money. So you're going to need a credit card. By having the credit card at 0% interest, the introductory rate, they are going to lend you however much money that credit card has a limit of. If this credit card has $26,000, the bank will lend you $26,000 of credit for 18 months. So if you're borrowing $26,000 for 18 months, that means you can use this credit card to pay all your bills. You can use this credit card to go have your meals. You can use this credit card to buy whatever you want. And after 18 months, you will owe the money back to the credit card company. The first 18 months is going to be 0% interest. After that, yeah, of course, they're going to screw you over with like 25% interest. And this is not what you want. So the way I use my credit card is I have money already in my stock brokerage account. I borrow the $26,000 for 18 months at 0% interest. I use this $26,000 credit to pay my bills, pay my cell phone bills, pay my insurance bills, to pay all of my bills, to pay my living expenses, to pay my cable, to pay all my utilities. I use it to pay everything. Then, after 18 months, you have to pay the money back to the credit card company. So the way I pay the money back is by using my stock brokerage account. I have to sell stock or sell ETFs or sell whatever it is inside of my account to pay back the $26,000 that I borrowed. However, this is what helps pay that money back. Time. If your money is in the stock market for 18 months, chances are it grew 10% if you just invested in an S&P 500 index fund. So if you have $26,000 and you get 10% interest, then that means you have made $2,000 $2,600 in 1 year's time. You pay back the $26,000 from money that you've already had in the stock market. If you pull out the $26,000 and you made money in the stock market, you're still going to be left with $2,600 because chances are you made around 10% in the stock market. So this is how I use my credit card to live off of. You're basically delaying the time that you are taking to pay that credit card company back. You're using this 18 months to grow your money, then you're simply paying that money back to the credit card company. Yes, you will be in debt for however much you used from the $26,000 credit that the bank was willing to lend you. So if you had $26,000 credit, but you only used $20,000, you will have a negative balance of $20,000 inside of your credit card account. You do still have to pay the minimum payment. And the minimum payment can first start out really low, and then as you start spending your credit card, the payment is going to increase, and every month you have to pay the credit card minimum payment in full, so that way you are not charged any interest. Once the 18 months are over, you have to have that credit card paid off before the 18 months are over. Because once these 18 months are over, yes, you will be charged 25% interest. And yes, this is why this method is super risky. But if you're able to handle seeing your account at a negative balance for 18 months, then you're okay. And as long as you have the money to pay back the credit card, then you're okay. But this is why it's important to not only know how to make money, but to manage your money. I talk about this in other videos. Anyone can get rich, anyone could make money. However, people do not know how to manage that money. Most of my money is in the stock market. Most of my money is invested. Whenever I need money, I have to pull out of the stock market. You have to know how the stock market works, because then you start getting into taxes. When you pay this $26,000 back that you borrowed on credit, you're gonna wanna look at your stock account and you're gonna wanna say, okay, which stock, which ETF do I wanna sell? And when you sell a stock, you're gonna be charged taxes. Long-term capital gains, short-term capital gains. You're going to have to see what tax lot you select whenever you sell that stock. So you see, guys, this is why it's important to know the basics of money, the basics of the stock market, taxes and things like that. Everything is a foundation. You have to have that foundation. All my videos that I first made on this channel are the foundation to knowing about money, knowing about taxes, knowing about tax lots, investing in the stock market. I have a lot of videos out there. This is how I'm able to live off of my credit cards. I'm simply just borrowing money for a period of time that the bank is lending me because I have good credit and because I've had a history with the bank. They know, they've seen the money that's in my account or the money that's coming in and going. So they're willing to lend me $26,000. What the bank is hoping is that I don't pay this back. They're hoping that I don't pay it back within the 18 months. They're hoping that I pay the 25% interest. That's what the banks want. However, you pretty much already have the 26K in your stock brokerage account. So yes, if you just wanted to pull that money out of the stock brokerage account, you can use that money to live off of. However, compound interest works with time. And if I could delay that money in the stock market from pulling it out 18 months, the chances are that the money in the stock market is growing. Like I said earlier, this is risky because what could possibly happen is after 18 months, the money in the stock account is either not growing or is only up a little bit. So that's the risk that you take. You take the risk of that the money that's in the stock brokerage account has not grown or is just staying still. But you also take the risk that it did grow. And I'm okay with taking the risk that it grew. I am just trying to delay pulling any money out. When I do pull money out to pay off the money that I borrowed, I know which stocks or which ETFs I want to sell. And I'll look at them and I'll say, okay, this one might not be performing too well. I'll sell this one. Or this one, I think that it's going to go down. So then maybe I'll sell that one. But ultimately, you have to sell stock that you have in your stock brokerage account to pay off this credit card balance. Then, once you're done and you paid it off, then your taxes are going to come out on your stock brokerage account. You might have to pay money on the money that you made, if you made money, or you might have to claim a loss. It all depends. This is how I live off my credit cards. What I care about the most is the 18 months because I want to have that money working for me in the stock market as long as it can before I pull it out. And I've been investing in the stock market for, let's say 15 years. So I have stock in there from a long time ago. That's why it's important to start investing in the stock market as early as possible. Whenever you turn 18, start investing in the stock market. Start building up that portfolio. All you need to do is buy an S&P 500 index fund and just put money in every time you get money. And you will be rich. You will be rich. I mean, with time, with compound interest, the stock market goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, but most of the time it's going in an upward trend. Yes, you have downturns sometimes, and yes, sometimes maybe when I pay this money off, I will owe more money than I borrowed. It just depends. This is why it's a super risky thing to do, but I'm okay with it. And you know what? If you know how to manage your money, you'll know exactly which stocks you need to sell, and you'll pay off your credit card statement. This is just like living in retirement. When you're in retirement and you have a 401k, you are cashing out your 401k, or you're cashing out your retirement account, or you're receiving money from that retirement account to pay for your bills. This is the same thing. I retired early at 34 years old, so I have a retirement account. It's not a retirement account, it's just my stock brokerage account. But if you're gonna retire early, you have to put money into a stock brokerage account so you can access that money. Once you have access to that money, you can do whatever you want with it. You will be charged taxes according to how you sell inside of that brokerage account. But this is how I use credit cards to live off of. I get 0 interest, 18 months credit cards, and all I do is use that credit card to pay for everything. Then, before the 25% interest kicks in, I pay it off. Once I pay it off, the bank didn't charge me high interest, and I no longer owe the $26,000 that I borrowed. Now, my stock brokerage account went down because I took the money out of the stock brokerage account. Whatever my net worth was, it decreased by the amount that I pulled out to pay. But it also grew over those 18 months. It's basically allowing my money to grow a little bit longer and faster. Instead of pulling that money out immediately when I need it, I'm delaying it by 18 months. If you are thinking about doing this, you have to have money already in a stock account. You have to know about taxes. You have to know what happens when you sell stock in your account. And these are all things that I talk about in all my other videos. Go check those out. But if you guys have any comments, you disagree with my method, or you think that there's a better way to do it, please comment below. I'm very interested to know what you guys think. I mean, is there a better way? Am I doing it wrong? What do you guys think? Like, the reason I do it is so that my money can grow longer and I delay pulling money out of my brokerage account. Guys, please smash the like button. Please subscribe. I have so many videos out there. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Take it easy and catch you in the next one.